Are we a target? Who is our enemy?
I got that report of a shooting
Living in sin,
last night
living
in the Silver Lake area.
the
But this morning it was confirmed.
they know that. But my cry will fall on deaf ears until epidemic silver shows up where life really matters. Mama, let's never go outside in Silver Lake
Well, I really cannot understand, you know.
again.
A lot of people are texting me and saying, "Man, we can't receive Q95." I tried yesterday on my cell phone. I connect, so something is definitely wrong,
In living memory,
and some people can't connect. So,
I'm just a,
as I said,
I'm just a
the technician is still trying to decipher what's going on because I connect on radio, TuneIn Radio, and some people can't. So
I'm just a
that's something beyond me, beyond my pay grade. I
child,
can't understand.
and I'm afraid to go outside. 'Cause I'm
Let's go final call before we move over to our friends there
saying, oh God.
at Fresh Market Farmers. So let's take a call quickly there. Hello, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. But someone called me from Louvier, and they told me they were not getting to 95, asking me what's going on.
Well,
Even up at, how you call that, Wesley and some other places, some people not receiving to 95. I don't know what's going on. What kind of sabotage that?
well, as I said, I don't think it's a sabotage because I tried my phone and I am receiving Q95, so I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. Again, it's above my pay grade. I'm not a technical guy yet. And I know he's been working very hard to try to see if we can resolve that problem. But thank you very much. Thank you. We are trying our very best to get this situation under control.
Fresh Market Pharmacy has extended to customers with its new additional location at best price. 2 convenient locations on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard and at Best Price Riverbank. Fresh Market Pharmacy provides over-the-counter medication, health and personal care, prescription drugs, and natural supplements. Our experienced pharmacists and technicians provide the best quality services. Call 225-6883, 255-6875. WhatsApp 316-0310. Your prescription bill just got lower.
And carry, and carry, and carry, cash and carry.
Carry, we offer the finest selection of products that cater to your every need, from groceries to household essentials. Our shelves are stocked with quality items that are sure to impress. And guess what? We're not just great for wholesale. We're also your go-to place for all your food service needs. Located right opposite the Immigration Department on King George V Street in Roseville, we take pride in providing you with an unforgettable shopping experience. Our friendly staff is here to assist you in each and every step of the way. Ready to place an order or have a question? Call us at 316-0184 or 255-6823.
And carry, cash and carry, and carry, cash and carry.
What you're looking for is what you're looking for is
Best price, best price. Everything is nice. And oh, you will love the price. Convenient and easy. Make shopping breezy.
the luxury of everything in one supermarket located on the riverbank with parking. Best Price open daily all week with home store decor for every room, pharmacy for all prescriptions and over-the-counter medications, supermarket for all your grocery items, fresh produce and frozen.
What you're looking for is all at best price.
you're looking for is not value added.
When it comes and pocket that hurts you, a fresh market, we are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. Well stocked supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meats prepared daily, hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the bayfront, environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh your one stop. Whenever it comes and your pocket doesn't hurt you. Fresh market, never disappointed. Fresh market.
All right, so let's say good morning to our team from Fresh Market this morning. Mr. Thomas and Cole, good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Morning, Matt. Morning, Matt, and all our listeners this morning. We are here, of course, with Carlin and Chantal, the team from Fresh Market and Best Price. Again, that's the pharmacy that continue to provide you with the pharmaceuticals you need, quality, and also the service you need. And we do educational. We back it up with education. And this week is no different. We're looking at diabetes, of course. Today, all around the world, that condition is being looked at, and a lot of activities even here. And we at Best Price and Fresh Market want to focus on it a bit, especially in the area of prevention. We want to give you information because diabetes is it's a condition that's chronic. It's a condition that once you have complications, it's not easy. So we want to focus on prevention. Our strong area is prevention and risk factors. Look at risk factors and how we can prevent. And of course, we look a little bit about treatment. We'll first of all give you an overview. We'll give you the key facts on diabetes. We're going to say morning to our avid listeners. Andrew Joseph, we know you tune into the station. Wayne and May, morning to you. Eddie, Bocho, the mechanic. We have Pamela Gordon and Nichols and Albert, and our staff at Fresh Market and Best Price, morning to you. Robert Sonora, morning to you. Joe Christmas, Debbie, morning to you. Barbara and daughters, Kenrick, Dr. Banis, morning to you. I hope you're up listening and in Tennessee, Ronald, and of course, Dr. Hamlet here in Dominica. Alcott is on Ireland. Good. So these are first of all, we look at some key facts about diabetes. So that will put our discussion into perspective. So we're going to give you some key facts. The number of people living with diabetes rose from 200 million in 1990, and that's WHO figures, to roughly 830 million in 2022. Imagine that. Prevalence has been rising more quickly in low and middle income countries than in high income countries. It tells you about diet. More than half of people living with diabetes did not take medication for the diabetes, did not take it. Diabetes treatment coverage was lowest in low and middle income countries. Diabetes causes blindness, kidney failure, heart attack, stroke, and lower limb amputation. These are and so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about how this can be prevented, even if you have diabetes. In 2021, diabetes and kidney disease due to diabetes caused over 2 million deaths. In addition, around 11% of cardiovascular deaths are caused by high blood glucose. A healthy diet, regular physical activity, maintaining a normal body weight, and avoiding tobacco use are ways to prevent or delay the onset of type 2 diabetes. It can be treated. Diabetes can be treated and its consequences avoided or delayed by diet. With diet, physical activity, medication, and regular screening and treatment for complications. So those are the facts about diabetes. So now let's have an overview of diabetes. So let Chantal tell us.
Diabetes mellitus refers to a group of diseases that affect how the body uses blood sugar, glucose. Glucose is an important source of energy for the cells that make up the muscles and tissues. It also the brain's main source of fuel. The main cause of diabetes varies by type, but no matter what type of diabetes you have, it can lead to excess sugar in the blood. Too much sugar in the blood can lead to serious health problems. Chronic diabetes conditions include type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. Potentially reversible diabetes conditions include prediabetes and gestational diabetes. Prediabetes happens when the blood sugar levels are higher than normal, but the blood sugar levels aren't high enough to be called diabetes. And prediabetes can lead to diabetes unless steps are taken to prevent it. Gestational diabetes happens during pregnancy, but it may go away after the baby is born.
Good. So that's a brief overview of diabetes, that condition. So how common is it? It's very common. Approximately 37.3 million people in the States, for instance, we look at the WHO, but in the States, approximately 37 million people have diabetes in the States, which is about 11% of the population. So compared to other countries in the world. Type 2 diabetes is the most common, representing 90 to 95% of diabetes. So type 2 diabetes will do a lot of focus on because you can really work on it, risk factors. For instance, let's give you an idea of how diabetes is measured or diagnosed. For instance, when one has a fasting blood sugar, fasting, in other words, don't eat overnight. Don't even and take a test in the morning. If your range, and it's always good to know your numbers. Always good to know your numbers. And if you want, you can go and do a test yourself to know your numbers. If your range is less than 100 milligram per liter, 100, less than that's normal, 100. If it ranges between 100 and 125, that's pre-diabetes, and that is a gray area. A lot of when persons do their tests and they get, let's say, 110, 115, then for instance, someone may tell you, okay, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. You are in that range, pre-diabetes range. So you probably have to do something. You can do something about it. I will talk more about it to get back to the normal range. It's just like hypertension. There is 122, that's pre-hypertension. So that range, 100 to 125 milligram per deciliter. So knowing the numbers is critical. You can do something about it. 126 or higher on couple tests, that's diabetes. 126 milligram per deciliter or higher than diabetes. So that is why we usually have screening. You can do a random screening that's available at no cost to you, so you can know your figures and you can work along those lines, because you want to avoid getting diabetes. And if you have diabetes, we'll talk about the complications. Good. So 200 random. If you do a random blood glucose test, 200 or higher, these are classic symptoms of hypoglycemia. 200 milligram per deciliter or higher. Yes. A1C test. That's a test where you can do hemoglobin A1C test. If it's less than 5.7, okay. But between 5.7 and 6.4, that is pre-diabetes, and of course 6.5 or percent higher. Good. But we can always chat about those numbers. But just remember, there's normal. Always remember, there's normal, there's pre-diabetes, and there is diabetes. So it's good to know what range you fall in whenever you do a fasted blood glucose test, and knowing that will allow you to take better care of yourself. Good. So let's look at the symptoms of diabetes.
Diabetes symptoms depend on how high your blood sugar is. Some people, especially if they have prediabetes, gestational diabetes, or type 2 diabetes, may not have symptoms. In type 1 diabetes, symptoms tend to come on quickly and can be more severe. Some of the symptoms of type 1 and type 2 diabetes are feeling more thirsty than usual, urinating often, losing weight without trying, presence of ketones in the urine. Ketones are a byproduct of the breakdown of muscle and fat that happens when there's not enough available insulin. Feeling tired and weak, feeling irritable or having other mood changes, having blurry vision, having slow healing sores, and getting a lot of infection such as gum, skin, and vaginal infections. Type 1 diabetes can start at any age, but it often starts during childhood or teen years. Type 2 diabetes, the more common type, can develop at any age. Type 2 diabetes is more common in people older than 40, but type 2 diabetes in children is increasing.
Good. So please note these symptoms. Good. You're feeling tired of diabetes. You're feeling tired um, urinating often. So what happens is that when someone has diabetes, the concentration of sugar is so high in the blood, it goes through the kidney and it just pulls water, and that's how you urinate. And when the concentration of sugar is too high in the blood, it goes through the kidney, it starts to destroy the kidney, the filtration system in the kidney. So hence, screening, losing weight without trying, feeling tired, weak, or you may have sores that's not healing, feeling irritable or having other moods, having blurry vision. You find your vision is going blurry, having slowly, I said, slow healing stores, getting a lot of infections, gum, skin, and all of these infections of vaginal infections. So these are the symptoms you want to be aware of, and we focus a lot on prevention. So you have the symptoms, you go to your doctor, healthcare provider, you do your test, and then you can take corrective measures right away. Right away. As it says, there are lots of people who are diabetic and they're not even on medicine because they can manage those symptoms. Good. So when should you see a doctor then, Chantal?
If you think you or your child may have diabetes, if you notice any possible diabetes symptoms, contact your healthcare provider. The earlier the condition is diagnosed, the sooner treatment can begin. If you've already been diagnosed with diabetes, after you receive your diagnosis, you'll need close medical follow-up until your blood sugar levels stabilize.
Yes, very good. So again, the symptoms you have to see, but when persons do regular check, blood screening at the pharmacies, we do that. You can know your numbers, and knowing your numbers, there's no harm. Of course, what causes diabetes? Too much glucose circulating in the blood and insufficient insulin. For some reason, insufficient is so the pancreas just can't produce enough insulin to take care of all the glucose. When we eat glucose, so some people say, well, they don't eat so much thing, but carbohydrate end product is glucose, and they still put a lot of sugar in there. They eat sweet cakes, you name it, a lot of carbohydrates, etc. And this can cause that. So causes of diabetes, Colin?
Insulin resistance. Type 2 diabetes mainly result from the insulin resistance. Insulin resistance happens when cells in your muscles, fat, and liver don't respond as they should to insulin. Several factors and conditions contribute to varying degrees of insulin resistance, including obesity, lack of physical activity, diet, hormonal imbalances, genetics, and certain medications. Autoimmune disease. Type 1 diabetes and LADA happens when your immune system attacks the insulin producing cells in your pancreas. Hormonal imbalances. During pregnancy, the placenta releases hormones that cause insulin resistance. You may develop gestational diabetes if your pancreas can't produce enough insulin to overcome the insulin resistance. Other hormone related conditions like acromegaly, the Cushing syndrome, can also cause type 2 diabetes. Pancreatic damage. Physical damage to your pancreas from a condition, surgery, or injury can impact its ability to make insulin, resulting in type 3C diabetes. Genetic mutations. Certain genetic mutations can cause MODY and neonatal diabetes. Long-term use of certain medications can also lead to type 2 diabetes, including HIV and AIDS medications and corticosteroids. To understand diabetes, it's important to understand how the body normally uses glucose.
Good. So causes of diabetes, insulin resistance, that's one. Autoimmune condition, that's where a condition where the immune system attack your insulin producing cells in the pancreas. Autoimmune. Hormone imbalances, someone may have hormone imbalances can cause diabetes, or damage to the pancreas. That's the organ that produces insulin. If it's damaged from accident or some other reasons, then the ability to produce insulin is not there and you can have diabetes. Or certain medication, steroid. Steroid is a good example of a medicine, prednisolone and steroid that persons take for inflammation, asthma, etc. They can also cause diabetes. So those are some of the causes. Insulin, again, insulin is a hormone that the gland produces, and insulin is necessary when one eats. Insulin takes the sugar, glucose from the blood and brings it to the muscles and let the muscles utilize it. So lack of insulin would that's basically how insulin works. Of course, glucose, of course. Let's talk a little bit about glucose. Chantel?
So, what is glucose and how does it work? What's its role? Glucose, a sugar, is a source of energy for the cells that make up muscles and other tissues. Glucose comes from two major sources, food and the liver. Sugar is absorbed into the bloodstream, where it enters the cells with help of insulin. The liver stores and makes glucose. When glucose levels are low, such as when you haven't eaten in a while, the liver breaks down stored glycogen into glucose. It keeps your glucose levels within a typical range so you can function properly. The exact cause of most types of diabetes is unknown. In all cases, sugar builds up in the bloodstream. This is because the pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin. Both type 1 and type 2 diabetes may be caused by a combination of genetic or environmental factors. It is unclear what those factors may be.
Good. So glucose. We eat the bread is glucose. We eat the dashing is glucose. The body gets glucose for food, and the liver can also produce glucose. The liver stores it. So when we take in excess, that's a problem. And as we get older, we should need reduce the amount of glucose we take, because we get older. We're not as active as we used to be. So what's going to happen? Too much glucose in the blood, and it gives the pancreas more trouble. The pancreas, of course, don't forget our body is breaking down. And the ability of the pancreas to produce the same amount of insulin that it used to produce when you're a teenager is different. So we have to think of all that. So these are ways that we can look at our diet as we get older, reduce the amount. For instance, I usually tell persons, if your customer eating, I mean, a bowl of rice when you're younger, no, as you get older, you start to reduce the amount you eat. Why? Because your activity is not as great as when you were younger. You used to play sports all over the place, jump, run, etc., play basketball, play, right. So now you're getting older. So reduce the amount, that's number one. And then number two, the ability of your pancreas to produce insulin has reduced. So which means it tells you, so what persons do, they normally double up. They double up as they get older, more glucose, more fats, and it's too much. So always remember that glucose only come from food and the liver. That's it. And some people, as they put on weight, they say, oh, they don't eat, it's water they drink. Water they drink, and that's why they're expanding. But I don't know where that come from. But the idea is that glucose is an issue. So let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and look at risk factors.
Fresh Market Pharmacy has expanded to customers with its new additional location at Best Price. 2 convenient locations on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard and at Best Price Riverbank. Fresh Market Pharmacy provides over-the-counter medication, health and personal care, prescription drugs, and natural supplements. Our experienced pharmacists and technicians provide the best quality services. Call 225-6883, 255-6875. WhatsApp 316-0310. Your prescription bill just got lower.
And carry, cash and carry, and carry, cash and carry. At Cash and Carry, we offer the finest selection of products that cater to your every need, from groceries to household essentials. Our shelves are stocked with quality items that are sure to impress. And guess what? We're not just great for wholesale. We're also your go-to place for all your food service needs. Located right opposite the Immigration Department on King George V Street in Roseville, we take pride in providing you with an unforgettable shopping experience. Our friendly staff is here to assist you in each and every step of the way. Ready to place an order or have a question? Call us at 316-0184 or 255-6823. And carry, cash and carry, and carry, cash and carry.
What you're looking for is at Best Price. What you're looking for is at Value.
Best Price. Everything is nice, and oh, you will love the price. Price. Convenient and easy makes shopping breezy.
The luxury of everything in one supermarket located on the riverbank with parking. Best Price open daily all week with home store decor for every room, pharmacy for all prescriptions and over-the-counter medication, supermarket for all your grocery items, fresh produce and frozen.
What you're looking for is all at Best Price.
What you're looking for is
Back to you, Mr. Thomas.
Good. So we will look at risk factors. We're talking about diabetes today. Is International Diabetes Day. So we're talking about diabetes from Fresh Market and Best Price. We're focusing on the area of lifestyle adjustment. Really and truly, want to help you to care for yourself. So let's quickly look at the risk factors. So let's kindly tell us about what are the risk factors that contribute towards diabetes.
Risk factors for diabetes depend on the type of diabetes. Family history may play a part in all types. Environmental factors and geography can add to the risk of type 1 diabetes. Sometimes, family members of people with type 1 diabetes are tested for the presence of diabetes immune system cells, autoantibodies. If you have these autoantibodies, you have an increased risk for developing type 1 diabetes. But not everyone who has these autoantibodies develop diabetes. Race or ethnicity also can raise for your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Also, it's unclear why certain people, including Black, Hispanic, American, Indian, and Asian American people, are at higher risk. Prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and gestational diabetes are more common in people who are overweight or obese.
Okay, so let's look at complications now, and we'll spend some time on that. Complications. What are the complications of diabetes, Chantel?
Long-term complications of diabetes develop gradually. The longer you have diabetes and the less controlled your blood sugar is, the higher the risk of complications. Eventually, diabetes complications may be disabling or even life-threatening. In fact, prediabetes can lead to type 2 diabetes. Possible complications include heart and blood vessel problems, which is cardiovascular problems. Diabetes majorly increases the risk of many heart problems. They can include coronary artery disease with chest pain, this is called angina, heart attack, stroke, and narrowing of your arteries, which is called atherosclerosis. If you have diabetes, you are more likely to have heart disease and stroke. Take caution. Nerve damage from diabetes. Diabetic neuropathy. Too much sugar can injure the walls of the tiny blood vessels, capillaries, that nourish the nerves, especially in the legs. This can cause tingling, numbness, burning, or pain that usually begins at the tips of the toes and fingers and gradually spreads upwards. Many diabetics complain of that. Damage to the nerves related to digestion can cause problems with nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or constipation. For men, it may lead to erectile dysfunction. Kidney damage for diabetes. Diabetic is part of diabetic neuropathy. The kidneys hold millions of tiny blood vessel clusters called your glomeruli that filter waste from the blood. Diabetes can damage this delicate filtering system, leading to the kidney damage. Eye damage for diabetes. Diabetes can damage the blood vessels of the eye. This could lead to blindness. Foot damage, nerve damage in the feet, or poor blood flow to the feet increases the risk of many foot complications. Skin and mouth conditions. Diabetes may lead you more prone to skin problems, including bacteria and fungal infection. Hearing impairments. Hearing problems are more common in people with diabetes. Alzheimer's disease. Type 2 diabetes may increase the risk of dementia, such as Alzheimer's disease. Depression related diabetes. Depression symptoms are common in people with type 1 and type 2 diabetes.
Good. So complications, heart and blood vessels, cardiovascular problem. Anyone with diabetes will the risk of having cardiovascular problem is high. Coronary artery blocked up, etc., atherosclerosis. So heart problems. So again, lower blood sugar will prevent that. Nerve damage, diabetic neuropathy. Too much sugar can injure the walls of the tiny blood vessels, so you don't feel numbness, the pain, all in the legs, the toes, you numb because of the diabetes. Kidney damage, it's going to damage kidney. Our kidney has what they call the glomerular filtration system. These are numerous tiny blood vessels where it's filtered. Everything is filtered. So high blood sugar passing there, going to knock it out, pour the kidney, high blood sugar. Eye damage, foot damage, skin and mouth, hearing impairment, Alzheimer's disease. Type 2 diabetes may increase the risk of dementia, such as Alzheimer's disease and depression. So all of these are complications of diabetes. Let's look at the prevention. Let's focus on prevention, Colin.
Type 1 diabetes can't be prevented, but the healthy lifestyle choices that help treat prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and gestational diabetes can also help prevent them. Eating healthy foods. Choose foods lower in fat and calories and higher in fiber. Focus on fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Eat a variety to keep them feeling bored. Get more physical activity. Try to get about 30 minutes of moderate aerobic activities on most days of the week, or aim to get at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activities of a week. For example, take a brisk daily walk. If you can't fit in a long workout, break it up into smaller sessions throughout the day. Lose excess pounds. If you're overweight, losing even 7% of your body weight can lower the risk of diabetes. But don't try to lose weight during pregnancy. Talk to your provider about how much weight is healthy for you to gain during pregnancy. To keep your weight in a healthy range, work on long term changes to your eating and exercise habits. Remember the benefits of losing weight, such as a healthier heart, more energy, and high self esteem. Sometimes drugs are an option. Oral diabetes drugs, such as metformin, may lower the risk of type 2 diabetes, but healthier lifestyle choices are important. If you have prediabetes, your blood sugar checked at least once a year to make sure you haven't developed type 2 diabetes.
Well, you can do regular screening, but prevention, eating healthy as much as possible. I always tell persons if they spend now too much and they eat wrong, they really have to put a lot of money aside to take care of themselves later because they may develop conditions, especially diabetes, and it's costly. To treatment of diabetes is costly because of the amount of tests you have to do. You have to do A1C tests regularly, and to see the control, you have to get strips. You got to get machines to test your blood sugar. Physical activity, there can be. Lots of people go to the gym, which is fine, but in addition to that, they need to do cardio exercise, aerobic exercise. You have to walk, run, swim. Those can help you. Some people have strong muscles, fine, no problem. Strong, tough muscles, yeah, no problem. But you have to do aerobic exercise. You have to be able to run activity, physical activity. That is critical. And again, as we get older, we tend to reduce, but do whatever you can. You have to, because you reduce your activity, again, going back, you reduce the amount of carbs you take. So that should go hand in hand. So you reduce your activity is reduced, then you have to reduce the amount of carbs you take. If you're accustomed of eating a lot of sweet things, just reduce it. No harm in eating it, but you have to reduce the amount and lose excess pounds. So those are great. So clearly, you can always call us throughout the month. We can give you more advice, more tips on how to prevent diabetes. And the key is screening, early screening, how to prevent it. If you are diabetic, we'll give you advice as to how you can better manage yourself, control your blood sugar. That is the key. How you can control your blood sugar by using the means available. Now we have means readily available. We have strips. You can use the strips. You can use the machines. Test your blood sugar, control it, and keep within that range. And always remember, the onus is always on you. Is what you put into your mouth, and how much you put into your mouth. That will determine the outcome. So please, we encourage you can call us, come to the pharmacy, and engage the pharmacist. They can provide you with information that you need, because our goal is to help you to care for yourself, to prevent diabetes, and if you do have it, to prevent the complications, because the complications are very, very debilitating. Loss of eyesight, cardiovascular condition. Those are costly to care for yourselves. Good. So this is what we have for today, and feel free to visit us as we will give you additional information how to care for yourselves. So wish you all the best for the weekend. All the best from the staff at Fresh Market and Best Price Pharmacy.
Wish you the best. Happy weekend.
Ever wondered what's in your milk? These are the following benefits of Distinction milk. It's a great source of calcium and protein, vitamin A and C added. It's definitely not a filled milk like some of the other brands. Distinction milk texture and taste is great for shakes, baking, pouring cream, and is side for mashed potatoes and much more. Even better, because of its rich texture, Distinction evaporated milk can be stretched. Isn't it great to know what's in your milk? Distinction milk, distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
It's officially white potato season in Dominica. To celebrate, Bloombox is giving you the chance to win a 196cc 4-stroke 6.5 horsepower tiller valued at over $3,000. Wow! You heard right. Simply make a purchase of $75 or more between October 13th and December 27th, 2025, and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win this powerhouse machine to make your next planting season even easier. Winner will be announced on December 29th. Visit us at Bloombox Goodwill and Roseau. Terms and conditions apply. Let's bloom together with Bloombox.
From the cradle to the grave, you don't have to be free. You need a loan you want to save. You want from my visitors today. With a commitment to quality. Therefore you and me was one the family, but now with the community. Making life easy, like it. No matter who you are, you can benefit. When you bring your mortgage
with rates as low as 5% and loans for all your needs.
Open an MRA.
Save for your golden years and take advantage of our savings product.
We will finance your business.
Checking accounts, small business loans, wire transfers, and so much more.
This is you all the way.
Your community financial partner.
NCTU.
Sunrise Airways is connecting the OECS fly to and from Grenada, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Kitts, and Antigua with seamless onward connections. Enjoy competitive fares and the best in travel. Book now at sunriseairways.net or with your travel agent. Sunrise Airways, One Caribbean. We fly to connect people. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sunrise Airways.
Looking for flavor that blasts your taste buds? Welcome to Blast Bistro, Dominica's rooftop gem, perched above the Dominican National Lottery office. Sink your teeth into our famous Blast Burger. Savor our wings with signature sauces and sip in style with handcrafted cocktails that are bold and refreshing. Whether it's a night out or a celebration, we've got the view, the food, and the fun. Open daily from 5 p.m. Contact us at 275-4041. Blast Bistro. Good food, good vibes.
Wait, why is she going into that spooky house? Who's that creepy old guy? Where are her friends? Why is she going in the basement? Nothing good is down there, sis. I bet you the creepy caretaker did it. Did you see his fake eye? Okay, maybe not the caretaker.
Hush.
You hush. I'm solving a mystery.
We're like the person who doesn't ruin the movie. CJ United Insurance. Good like that.
Hardware and home improvement, building supplies for you, kitchen appliances, even home decor too. Lumber, lawn, all your garden supplies, plumbing, welding, electric supplies.
Visit Do It Center at the former J. Nassif Hardware location on Goodwill Road. Call us at 255-6890.
Do it Center.
Honey, did you get the glow spread and mellow cream?
A little help with the bags would be nice.
Shortly, but I need the glow spread to finish the icing for Christine's birthday cake and mellow cream to add to the soup and gravy.
No.
No?
No, I didn't get just one. I got two of each.
Aw, honey, that's just why I married you.
Spread the love with Mellow Cream and Glow Spread. They're vegan friendly, lactose, and gluten free. Found in all leading supermarkets nationwide.
Locally distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Hey, you hear the news yet? I heard Digicel got a wicked bundle to set you up. Get home internet and postpaid for just $185 a month. That's fast connection, plenty data, and no worries. And guess what? When you sign up, you're getting a free smartphone just like that. So don't stay. Run into a Digicel store or check out an agent now. Terms and conditions apply. Digicel, better together, better connected, always.
Dominica stage is set on Saturday, January 3rd, 2026. We honor the artists, musicians, producers, writers, and cultural icons who carry the sound of our nation. Welcome to the Dominica Music Awards, developing Dominica's music industry, a celebration of our musicians, a night of live performances, red carpet glamour, special tributes, and awards across every genre: booyaka, dance, calypso, reggae, gospel, zouk, soca, and more. This is the platform that elevates our talent, showcases our creativity, and supports the growth of a modern Dominican music industry. From the studio to the stage, and from Dominica to the world. Follow Creole Headmeet in the Dominica Music Awards online for voting, ticket information, and official updates at www.creoleheadmeet.com/Dominica Music Awards. Platinum Partners Q95 FM, the big station.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95, the latest happening event, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay on for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
I'm sure you listened to the news conference yesterday. A lot of clarification there. And concerns as well, expressed by the Prime Minister. Even the leader of the United Workers' Party, we'll get him to respond this morning. There is some accusations that were made by the Prime Minister. Let's first listen to some statements
Registration of Electors Act 2025,
as it relates to
like
registration.
its predecessor, provides for continuous registration.
Take it from the top.
The Registration of Electors Act 2025, like its predecessor, provides for continuous registration of voters. I was therefore deeply disappointed to learn that the Commission has suspended the registration of new voters, citing the need to establish a new technology-enabled registration system. It is important to note that the Commission
Let's do that again.
The Registration of Electors Act 2025, like its predecessor, provides for continuous registration of voters. I was therefore deeply disappointed to learn that the Commission has suspended the registration of new voters, citing the need to establish a new technology-enabled registration system. It is important to note that the Commission received the draft bill for the Registration of Electors Act 2025 for review in May 2024, 18 months ago, and provided its feedback in September 2024 as required by the Constitution. The bill was introduced in Parliament in December 2024, passed on March 19, 2025, and on March 25, 2025. Given that the Commission has had a technology-enabled registration system in place since 2017, replaced earlier this year and currently being used for the confirmation process, it is difficult for me to understand how it can now claim to be unable to register new voters until further notice. I do not agree with this until further notice. I believe the Commission has a duty to let us know.
Cause I'm on my way. KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good. Cause I'm on my way.
We'll come back to the election issues in a minute there, of course. We're dealing with something very, very current as it relates to the shooting incident that took place in the Tarish Pit area sometime early this morning. A lot of questions. Attorney at law, Mr. Joshua Francis. He's on the ground there in the Tarish Pit, Silver Lake area. Trying to find out just what is going on there. You know, he was a former Pal rep and still very interested. In the ills affecting the Silver Lake area. He's on the ground at this time. We caught him on the ground. I'm trying to find out just what happened last evening at about 3 o'clock from my sources. About 3 o'clock this morning, this shooting incident took place. Mr. Joshua Francis, good morning to you, sir. Thank you for at least bringing us up to date as to what is going on there in Silver Lake. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning, Matt, and good morning to your listeners.
What did you find out? I know you're on the ground there for some minutes now.
Well, Matt, I was compelled to appear in person at the Silver Lake area. As you stated, I'm the former parliamentary representative for the Rosewood South constituency. Silver Lake being part of the constituency, it's a community that I am very close to. The ties between myself and Silver Lake is one that is very tight. So once I heard about a homicide in Silver Lake this morning, I made it a priority to show up to give support to the family and to the community of the victim. My understanding is that sometime this morning at about 3 a.m. thereabout, 4 masked men descended on the house of the victim, and they appeared by knocking the door and shouting police, and thereafter the shooting took place, causing the death of a young man called Eddie. They called him Boom. He's a man I would have known personally. So it's rather very unfortunate. It's very, very sad As expected, the community right now is in mourning. The community is shocked, and the community is looking for answers to the many questions concerning what appears to be a spate of homicide in the community over the past 5 years or more. Mark, if you go back to 2017, there was a gentleman who was shot, and that shooting, fatally that is, and that shooting has since caused rippling effects, and there are allegations of rivalry, and it seems to be going on. Well, of course, Matt, I do not want to say too much because the matter is subject to investigation. As a matter of fact, I met the police officers on the scene. They have since left the area. I'm not too sure how much they would have obtained in their investigation, but as we speak, nobody has been formally arrested for the shooting. So let us hope that the police will gain some success and the family's victim will get justice, the community will get justice. But what is happening, or what has been happening in Silver Lake, Matt, is something that we need to pay attention to, because while some of us may think that it's Silver Lake and do not pay regard, Silver Lake consists of humans just like us, people, barefoot people, ordinary people. And what's happening in Silver Lake can happen in another community and many communities in Dominica. So I believe all of us must pay attention to what's happening and to contribute in whatever capacity to minimize gun violence and to minimize tension in the community and other communities that may result in homicides or killings.
We see a trend, as you said, and it's been going on for a little while. Do you think that the powers that be has been ignoring the Silver Lake community? Or should pay more attention to Silver Lake, given what has been happening?
I believe Silver Lake definitely needs more attention. We need a support system here for the community, particularly the young people. Matt, the people who have been killed primarily are young people, young men, and the alleged killers usually are young men. And therefore, it is important that the policymakers, the government, organizations, whether they are NGOs or not, must pay more attention to the community. A support system needs to be developed to cause the young people to feel a sense of belonging, to develop a method or abilities to mediate and to deal with their problems without resorting to violence. Of course, Matt, the younger people also need more opportunities. I have placed on public record that I'm not aware that any child from Silver Lake has been given a scholarship to go on there to advance his or education. But I'm aware that Silver Lake has produced bright children. Some of them did very well at their CXC. However, they have not been given such opportunities to go on so that they can return to the community and be a role model. I believe that's very important. And it should not cost the government much to send one or two children from Silver Lake to study in different disciplines, have them return, and be a role model to the younger children in the community. I think that's where it starts. You know, the older people, of course, we cannot give up on them. But some way, somehow, we need to get the experts to study what's happening in Silver Lake and to generate recommendations which can be practical and effectuated to bring that matter, that what appears to be a rivalry, to rest. So we will not be here, you know, talking about another murder, another killing, another homicide.
But you've been there for a few minutes, Joshua. What is the mood? What is the environment in Silver Lake this time?
Well, generally there's a cloud of sadness over the community. Since I came here, you know, people have been very, very mellow, you know, looking for answers, you know, having discussion amongst themselves as to what happened, what could have happened, who could have done that, why they could have done that, you know. So the loss really is not just for one family, but for the entire community. And having spoken to a few young persons since I came here, they themselves feel they're walking on the edge. They're walking on glass, on broken glass. They feel like they may be next. You know, I spoke with a young man and he said that he has been staying away from trouble, but right now he feels like he may want to be in another community because like this is happening too often. You know, especially how it happened. You know, they feel unsafe, they feel naked, they feel exposed, they feel vulnerable. And I cannot blame them, given what has been happening in the community.
Was he the only person in that house that got when he got shot?
Yeah, from my understanding, he was the only one in the house at the time.
And these perpetrators pretended to be the police.
Can you repeat that, Matt?
I said, these perpetrators there pretended to be the police. That's what you heard.
From what I understand, they went to the house of the victim, they knocked the door, and they shouted police. That is according to the account of a neighbor of the victim.
Interesting.
The victim's neighbor said that she heard police. Some other young man also said he heard police. And then they heard the gunshots. And by the time they checked, they saw the 4 alleged perpetrators fleeing from the scene. And since then, they have been left in shock.
In recent times, in recent times, of course, we've heard the police, in a big fight with illegal guns. So it appears that there's still a lot of guns on the outside there, and we have to commend the police that they've been trying, but again, there are more guns on the outside.
Well, I'm happy that you put it on public record that the police is trying. When the police does well, we have to give them credit. And of course, the Ministry of Justice and Security would have taken several steps to alleviate the situation in respect to gun violence. Some of us may be critical and they feel that's not enough, but at least some efforts have been made and continue to be made, because when all is said and done, Dominica belongs to all of us, and we want a peaceful nation. Relatively, we are still peaceful. Sadly, relative to last year, Dominica now would have experienced, I think, somewhere 18 or 19 homicides, as opposed to 9. Last year, we only had 9. Thus far, we have had about 18. So that's over 100% increase in the number of killings on the island. And when you look at the statistics, most of those killings are as a result of unlawful gun violence. So it's everybody's business to assist in arresting what appears to be an increase in the number of killings on the island.
As somebody's indicating to me there, it appears to be some revenge killing or heat, and we should be very concerned and not only for Silver Lake, but for the rest of Dominica as well, because this continues to happen.
Well, of course, Matt, of course. And as I said, we need the experts to come in. I'm not an expert in criminology, neither you. We need the experts. The government needs to retain the services of persons who are trained in those areas and to assist the state in dealing with that matter. What I know as a social worker, as an attorney, a former teacher, a community man, is as we speak, more can be done for the community of Silver Lake. We really need to develop a support system. We need to provide more opportunities for the young people. We need to employ more educational tools for the people. We need to give the people a greater sense of belonging, give them a greater stake, make them more responsible for themselves, let them feel confident about themselves, and to help them move away from areas which causes trouble. But crimes might rest on a very sophisticated pedestal. Well, I don't want to use the word pedestal. I want to say that crimes, in trying to understand it, can be very sophisticated. And that is why we need the experts to come in.
Joshua Francis, again, thank you very much, for this, keeping us up to date. You on the ground there in Silver Lake. I'll try my very best to get there, maybe after I leave here this morning, because Silver Lake is a community I go to, just to say hi and hello and everything. There's something there. I find myself there. So I may be there sometime later.
Well, yeah, Matt, that would be nice. I'm sure the people would be happy to have your support. And I'm asking the entire island to support the community. Do not isolate the community. I know some of us, we may be discouraged when we say that it's Silver Lake again. But I would suggest that we look at this from a more positive and, positive and practical approach. provide support to the people and to assist, especially the younger people, you know. And that is why when I was a parliamentary representative and even thereafter, I made Silver Lake a priority. Every Christmas season, I found a way to bring joy to the younger ones because those are easier, those are more teachable. And I try to be a good example, a role model to them. I try to stay close to them. You know, over the years, I've developed a very close relationship with a few young people in the community. And I really wish if I was in a position to help them to go and study, to learn a trade, to, to do something that could be counted as positive for themselves and the community at large.
Again, Joshua Francis, thank you very much. Attorney at law. Joshua Francis, thank you. Thank you.
2025.
Silver Lake again. Another young man gunned down.
Yeah.
At about 3 o'clock this morning. George's Pharmacy is next.
Most people can't afford oil and flour to make a little bit.
We feel your pain, Silver Lake. We feel your pain.
In this little ghetto hamlet called Silver Lake, with the population less than 100 strong, yet still everybody seems.
Somebody said, man, I just tuned in once. What's the topic, huh? We just bring into focus another young man gunned down last evening in Silver Lake.
And I'm just a child, a 12-year-old child, trying to convince my mother never to go outside. Mama, I don't want to go outside in Silver Lake again. In loving memory of my brother. Mama, I don't want to go outside in Silver Lake again. In living memory.
I've been told that, some representatives of the United Workers' Party is on the ground as we speak in the Silver Lake area, giving support.
And I just wanna stay inside and hide. I'm just a child. I'm just a child. And I'm afraid to go outside. Cause anywhere there's a shooting, you hear the same saying, oh God, Silver Lake again. Oh God, Silver Lake again. In Silver Lake, nobody cares about the law. But maybe it's because the law don't seem to care. The only official who ever comes around is the pirate when election comes along. No living space, and there's always another child. There is no church, God has not been here in a while. Sinful living, you see, don't tell, don't ask. Cause you will get a visit by a gunman wearing a mask. Mama, I don't want to live in Silver Lake again. In loving
They said,
my brother.
a few members of the United Workers' Party is on the ground there in Silver Lake giving their support. One of them is Mr. Ronald. Ronald Charles, are you there?
Yes, good morning to you, Mark, and your many listeners. Yes, I'm there.
Okay. you came, you went to give support.
Yes, but at the end of the day, I traverse. This is the Roseau Valley by extension.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning, I go for my normal ride on my bike, and I was, I saw one or two things happening in the area, and I felt it's important that, what is happening in our society today is something that we have to try and approach collectively. I think at the end of the day, we have to understand that our young people, are being targeted in one way or the other. As it relates to the incident itself, let me pause and, express my sympathies to the James family and, by extension, the community of Silver Lake, and by extension, Baffin State, and by extension, the Roseau Valley, and by extension, Dominica. We're really saddened of what transpired this morning. A lot of people in the area are very, they're down, but Matt, I just want to express my sympathies at this time. Alongside with me here present is Dr. Thompson Fontaine, and of course, and other members of the United Workers' Party. I think it would be appropriate at this time, maybe you can have a discussion with Dr. Fontaine. But for now, it is sad for a lot of people, a lot of persons are suffering out of this incident that occurred this morning. It's unfortunate, but it means that we have to do what we have to do as a community to curb those things and to prevent them in one way or the other. And to do that, it has to take a collective community approach. Thank you for the opportunity, and hold on for Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
All right. Dr. Fontaine has already found himself there in the Silver Lake area.
Hello.
Hello, Doctor. I know we don't have too much time, but you've already found yourself in Silver Lake this morning, giving support to the community. Any words at this time?
Matt, good morning to you and to your listeners. Yes, I felt compelled to come out here at Silver Lake this morning to show my solidarity and support for the James family. In fact, as we spoke earlier this week about me being out in Silver Lake area,
Mm-hmm.
and actually met the mother and the brother of the young man who was so tragically killed this morning. So I thought it was important, when I heard the news this morning, it was important to come and show my solidarity to them, because we had a detailed, long conversation over the weekend.
Mm.
So it is very sad, here in the community, people are feeling very, very sad. It's like a cloud hanging over the community. And it's just, this thing must stop, killings must stop, we have to put an end to this violence. It can't continue.
All right, Dr. Fontaine, I know we don't have too much time, but we'll talk to you sometime later, okay? And again,
Okay,
thanks for giving support to the community of Silver Lake. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Bye-bye.
Okay, man.
In this little ghetto hamlet called Silver Lake, with a population less than 100 strong, yet still every
Somebody says, good morning.
have a gun.
This shooting bring back some memories of my nephew's gone down in 2019 summer. Oh, God, help them.
Yesterday, they shot my big sister to the ground, and I'm just a child, a 12-year-old child, trying to convince my mother never to go outside. Mama, I don't want to go outside in Silver Lake again. In loving memory of my brother. Mama, I don't want to go outside in Silver Lake again. In living memory of my sister. I'm just a child. I'm just a child. And I just wanna stay inside and hide. I'm just a child. I'm just a child. And I'm afraid to go outside. Cause anywhere there's a shot.
Introducing Johnny's Pharmacy, brand new website, www.johnnys.gm. It's
It's your time to jump the line. Shop now at Jollies.gm and have your items delivered in the comfort of your office. No more standing in line. No need to use your lunch hour to shop. Hassle-free shopping, safe and secure. Jollies.gm features rush delivery, 1 hour. In-store pickup, regular delivery, 5 p.m. Cut-off time, 4 p.m. It's your time to jump the line. Visit the line. www.jollies.gm. Jollies Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Experiencing muscle pains? Use Ferrol Mentholated Rub to treat your joints and muscular aches and pains. Get relief from backaches, strains, sprains, and arthritic and rheumatic pains, so you can continue your regular daily routines. Ferrol Mentholated Rub is also gentle enough to relieve coughs, colds, and nasal congestion.
Available at Jolly's Pharmacy and all our locations island-wide.
Jollies Pharmacy is bringing vibes to health with Health Vibes. Health Vibes. Each and every Wednesday from 10 to 11:30 a.m. with your hosts Trudy Kristen and co-host pharmacist Jacinta Fagan and Leona Jeremiah. Education, information, and a bit of humor, and not forgetting lots of vibes. Jollies Pharmacy is bringing health and vibes together with Health Vibes. So be sure to tune in each and every Wednesday on Q95 from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Jollies Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Oh, and if they say convenience can make a big difference, then you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Shop if you're not with your social. It's to everyone. What a happy place. Oh, JP Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Shop if you're to everyone. What a happy place. Oh, what a happy place. But just click some more any item and you automatically qualify for discounts. Check us out at the Mega Store in Fongole where there's lots of parking on Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. JP Mega, the best family shopping experience.
We got this morning feeling risky. I had the intentions to call it sick, but I end up in Jollies Pharmacy. And out in the street, and it's supply immune system. Me feeling fit and strong now. I'm ready to work and pick on any mission. If you see me forget, Jollies Pharmacy is number one. Jollies forget. We cater for everyone. Jollies forget. The immune system. Jollies forget. Yo, Dominic is the wild part of box. Whenever I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Jollies Pharmacy. They boost me up real quick. Jollies Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Would you be missing the party this weekend because of that nagging cold and cough? Boost your body's immunity now by taking Ferrol Compound, a combination of vitamins and minerals to fight off coughs and cold, so you can be the life of the party again. Don't be restricted by those nagging coughs and cold. Take Ferrol today and enjoy the little joys of life. Ferrol Compound is for adults and children 14 years and older. Available at Jollies Pharmacy and all our locations island-wide.
All right, let's say good morning to Miss Joseph on the telephone at this time. Good morning, Miss Joseph. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. And good morning, Dominica, and our many listeners, both via radio and via social media. And welcome back to Jolly's Market, your one-stop spot for health, wellness, and community care, brought to you by Jolly's Pharmacy. This week, we're continuing the conversation from our Health 5 series in recognition of the World Diabetes Awareness Week. We had guests Dr. Lisa Jolly and Dr. Burnett, and they joined us for an eye-opening discussion on understanding diabetes, early detection, and how lifestyle choices make a difference, not just for adults, but also for our children too. So Dr. Jolly started the conversation by reminding us that diabetes isn't just about sugar. It's a chronic condition that affects how your body turns food into energy. He explained that when we eat, our body breaks down most of our food into sugar or glucose and releases it into the bloodstream. Now, when our blood sugar rises, the pancreas releases insulin to help the cells use that sugar for energy. But for people living with diabetes, the body either doesn't make enough insulin or can't use it properly. So Dr. Burnett emphasized that this continues over time. If this continues over time, high blood sugar can lead to serious health problems such as heart disease, kidney failure, nerve damage, and even vision loss. So the doctor broke down the three main types of diabetes. So let's recap those. We have type 1 diabetes, and that is often diagnosed in children and young adults. It happens when the body's immune system mistakenly attacks the insulin-produced cells in the pancreas, and these patients must take insulin every day to survive. Then there's type 2 diabetes, which is the most common form. And here's the most important part. It is largely preventable. So type 2 diabetes, with a few lifestyle changes, you can prevent it, right? But it develops over time when the body becomes resistant to insulin or doesn't make enough. So that is why, again, type 2 is linked to lifestyle factors such as diet, physical inactivity, and excess weight. So if we can try to increase our mobility and adjust what we're eating, then we can try to avoid type 2. And then there's gestational diabetes, which Dr. Lisa Jolly highlights. It is especially important for women. Gestational diabetes develops during pregnancy when the body cannot make enough insulin to meet the extra demands. Of course, now we're growing a whole new human inside of us at this time. So Dr. Jolly explained that while it usually goes away after childbirth, it is not something to be taken lightly. Mothers who experience gestational diabetes are at higher risk for developing type 2 diabetes later in life, and their children may also be more likely to face obesity or diabetes as they grow older. Dr. Burnett added that this is where preventative care and early screening becomes vital. Pregnant women should take their blood sugar tested. They should have their blood sugar tested as part of their prenatal care, and health care providers like our pharmacists at Jolly can help guide them on maintaining balanced nutrition and healthy activity levels. One of the key takeaways from the discussion was the role of parents. Dr. Burnett put it very simply: our children eat what we give them, and they learn what we show them, right? She encouraged families to create healthy food habits early, limiting sugary drinks, reducing processed snacks, and including more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains into the diet. Dr. Jolly then added even small changes like swapping juice for water or taking family walks after dinner can make a big difference in preventing childhood obesity and even diabetes. She reminded us that parents carry the responsibility of shaping long-term habits, and the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every small step towards healthier eating counts, right? Both doctors agreed that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your health. And that is why at Jolly's Pharmacy, we're encouraging everybody to know their numbers. And that is why this week we were offering free blood sugar testing, consultations, and nutritional guidance at all of our Jolly's Pharmacy locations. It's still going on. So if you are in the vicinity of a Jolly's Pharmacy, you can go to our pharmacist area and just ask them for a blood sugar test. And of course, it is free for today, right, as it was all week. And if you're in the Portsmouth area, we have a special World Diabetes Day clinic happening today. And I'll let you know more about that after a short break. But again, if you're living with diabetes, caring for someone who is, or simply taking or looking to take care of your health, remember, early detection saves lives. Healthier choices and education is important. And ensure that you check out Health Vibes every Wednesday from 10:15 to 11:30 on Q95. I'd like to take a short break before we move into our featured product. And then I'll let you know more about the clinic that's happening today in Portsmouth.
No time to jump the line. Shop now at Johnny's.gm and have your items delivered in the comfort of your office. No more standing in line. No need to use your lunch hour to shop. Hassle-free shopping, safe and secure. Johnny's.gm features rush delivery, 1 hour. In-store pickup, regular delivery, 5 p.m. Cut-off time, 4 p.m. It's your time to jump the line. Hit the line. www.johnny's.gm. Johnny's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare. Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing vibes to health with Health Vibes. Health Vibes. Each and every Wednesday from 10 to 11:30 a.m. with your hosts, Trudy Kristen, and co-hosts pharmacists Jacinta Fagan and Leona Jeremiah. Education, information, and a bit of humor. And not forgetting lots of vibes. Jolly's Pharmacy is bringing health and vibes together with Health Vibes. So be sure to tune in each and every Wednesday on Q95 from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in health.
This morning feeling with sleep. I had patience to call it sleep, but I end up in Jolly's Pharmacy. And don't you touch it, Jolly's fix up my immune system. Me feeling fit and strong now. I'm ready to work like it on any mission. If you see me again, Jolly's Pharmacy is number one. Jolly's again. We cater for everyone. Jolly's again. The immune system. Jolly's again. Yo, Dominica is the boy Father Box. Whenever I'm in town and I'm feeling down, I head to Jolly's Pharmacy. They boost me up real quick. Jolly's Pharmacy, leading the way in healthcare.
Now back to you, Miss Joseph.
All right. Now, November is Diabetes Awareness Month, and this week we're spotlighting two amazing products designed to support diabetic health and wellness. So again, if you're someone who is managing diabetes, we have some products that can make a real difference in your daily routine. Starting off with our first product, that is the Tucol sugar-free cough syrup, and it's available for $31.95. We all know how uncomfortable a cough and cold could be with that scratchy throat or nagging, congestion, or even stubborn mucus that just won't clear up. So for persons with diabetes or even high blood pressure, it might be hard to find a medication that you can take with these conditions, but that is where Tucol Sugar-Free comes in. It is a fast-acting formula which provides effective relief from cough caused by minor throat or bronchial irritation, chest congestion, or even thick phlegm by helping loosen it and allowing it to be thinner to allow it to exit your body easier. And the best part is that it's completely sugar-free, so you can get your relief without worrying about spiking your blood sugar level. So it's sugar-free, fast-acting, and safe for diabetics and hypertensive individuals. It's soothing, effective, and pharmacy-approved. So when that seasonal cough hits, reach for Tucol sugar-free cough syrup, and it's available at all of our Jolly's Pharmacy locations for $31.95. Next up, we have a second product, which is one of the most important parts about managing diabetes, and that is monitoring your blood sugar levels. So regular glucose strips help you stay in control and help you make informed decisions about your diet, medication, and lifestyle. And that's why we're featuring today the Blue Link glucose meter, and it retails for $75, along with its Blue Link test strips for $55. Of course, we know that any glucose meter that we have to get the matching strip so that it can read it effectively, right? The Blue Link system is smart, accurate, and incredibly easy to use. And this is why we are letting you know all about it today. It has Bluetooth connectivity. That way you can sync your readings with the Blue Link app. So not only are you able to use the monitor, you will also have this information on your phone so you can keep up to date and see the trends of your blood sugar so that you can make better informed decisions. It is fast, so you'll get your results in 5 seconds, no waiting around. Your reliable readings will be there as you need them. It takes a tiny blood sample, so that means less discomfort and more convenience with each test. And it allows for multiple testing sites. You can test using your fingertips, your forearms, or your palms, whichever makes you feel more comfortable. Of course, jigging the same area multiple times might get an uncomfortable feeling at your fingertips. So with the option of using different areas, it will make it a bit easier for you, seeing that you do have to test regularly. And it is compact and portable, so you can use it at home or on the go, and it's perfect for travel. So with the Blue Link glucose meter and the test strips, monitoring your health becomes simpler, faster, and much more manageable. If you're looking for a reliable way to track your blood sugar, and stay in control of your wellness journey, you can stop by Jolly's Pharmacy and ask for the Blue Link glucose meter. Again, that retails for $75. And the Link strips, the Blue Link test strips, which also retail for $55. Both are excellent choices for anyone looking to manage their diabetic health. Of course, our pharmacists and farm techs are always here to guide you and answer any questions that you may have and relate to your health needs. And you can visit any of our Jolly's Pharmacy locations island-wide for this product. You can also give us a call at 448-3388 for more information. And I'd like to let you guys know about our clinic that is going on today. So right now we have a clinic going on at our Portsmouth branch, right? And so it is in collaboration with the Portsmouth Health District, Dominica Diabetes Association, and the American Canadian School of Medicine, our local partners, and we're hosting a World Diabetes Day clinic, and we want you to be a part of it. This special clinic is taking place right now at our Portsmouth branch. It started at 9, right? So it will be going on until 1 p.m. at our Portsmouth branch on the Sugarloaf Estate. That's, of course, across from the Benjamin's Park. And the best part about it, all testing and services are absolutely free. So, World Diabetes Day, of course, is all about raising awareness, encouraging early detection, and giving our community the tools to live healthier lives. So this year, our team of pharmacists and farm techs have collaborated with these healthcare professionals to offer a variety of essential services, which are designed to help you know your numbers and take control of your health. So, of course, we have our free consultations with our trained health professionals. They're able to answer any health concerns, questions, and help you understand your personal diabetes risks. We have the blood sugar testing, on-site blood glucose checks will be available. That way you are aware of what your information is. We have nutritional recommendations where you'll be able to learn important tips and tricks to keep your diet healthy so that you don't cause any blood sugar spikes. And we also provide some additional education on diabetes, learn the signs, the symptoms, the long-term effects of diabetes, and how we can detect it early enough that you can reduce your risk. So if you have diabetes, this clinic is for you. If you are a health enthusiast, you feel like you're living healthy, you want to just make sure, you can come and check your numbers. You're a student, an adult, all ages are welcome to come. Of course, we're in Portsmouth, so if you are in the area of those rural villages in the north, find your way to our Portsmouth branch, and we have got you covered. There's a variety of other testing that will be available to give you a complete picture of your health. And this event is a great opportunity, again, for seniors, caregivers, students, workers, everyone in the near area. So if you're living with diabetes or at risk, or you just want to be proactive, please come out today. Again, it is free. Let's take advantage of these free services. It's from 9 to 1 today at our Portsmouth branch. You can call us at 448-3388 for any questions you may have. And, of course, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And we're now on Twitter as well, so you can follow us there for any updates of what we have going on. And, of course, Portsmouth, after the clinic, you can also check us out at the Portsmouth branch for more fun things to do, right? And thank you so much for listening, and have a great day, man.
Thank you, Ms. Joseph. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Stop. Jolly's Market on a Friday. Stick around.
Oh, and if the convenience will make a big difference, then you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega, 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 Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Shop if you're not a if you're social. It's a to everyone. What a happy place, happy day. Oh, JP Mega, 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 Mega. The one-stop shopping, Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Shop if you're not alone. Sure, it to everyone. What a happy place, happy place. Oh, what a happy place. You just stick some more any item and you automatically qualify for discounts. Check us out at the Mega Store in Fongbode where there's lots of parking on Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. JP Mega, the best family shopping experience.
It's 10:01. Time compliments Milo Services. Need appliances, televisions, vehicles, parts, groceries, bulk items for your business from Florida? Contact Milo Services. WhatsApp 235-8342. We're gonna come back after this.
It's Kaiso. Yes, the Calypso season is upon us. Saturday, December 13, 2025 at the Factory, Valley Road. Only $20. 8 o'clock, seating only $30. Come here, the beginning of the season. And make sure you're there till the end. Many Calypsonians will be competing. Only 12 gladiators will make it. The grand eliminations for the 2026 Calypso season. Saturday, 13 December 2025. Remember, 8 o'clock at the Factory. Come here, the funny songs, the serious songs, political songs, everything. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your dog and come. Kaiso.
It's officially white potato season in Dominica. To celebrate, Bloombox is giving you the chance to win a 196cc 4-stroke 6.5 horsepower tiller valued at over $3,000. Wow! You heard right. Simply make a purchase of $75 or more between October 13th and December 27th, 2025, and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win this powerhouse machine to make your next planting season even easier. Winner will be announced on December 29th. Visit us at Bloombox Goodwill and Roseau. Terms and conditions apply. Let's bloom together with Bloombox.
Experiencing muscle pains? Use Ferrol Mentholated Rub to treat your joints and muscular aches and pains. Get relief from backaches, strains, sprains, and arthritic and rheumatic pains, so you can continue your regular daily routines. Ferrol Mentholated Rub is also gentle enough to relieve coughs, colds, and nasal congestion.
Available at Jolly's Pharmacy and all our locations island-wide.
Esau Trading Limited 47th Independence Celebration is on. Shop $47 and over and get a chance to win $3,000 worth of vouchers. First prize winners receive a $500 voucher. Second prize winners $300 voucher. Third prize winners $200 voucher. And 20 vouchers will be available at the value of $100 each. This Independence season, Esau Trading Limited is offering senior citizens 15% discount every Wednesday from October 15th to November 25th, 2025. Also, loyalty card holders will receive double points every Tuesday and Thursdays. And customers who purchase one packet of Hare's Deep Dish Pizza 6 ounce or Hare's Restaurant Style 9 ounce will get a 1 ounce packet free honey cheese flavored or barbecue flavored potato chip. You will also get 10% off 8 packet 1 ounce Hare's snacks. Hurry, this offer ends on November 15th, 2025. Esau Trading Limited. We are here for you.
This Christmas, Flow is making the season merrier when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new smartphone for only $10. Plus, we're giving you 35% off your mobile bill. And win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in-store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
AutoTrade is introducing our very own mobile app. Yes, the AutoTrade app is here. From scheduling your service appointments, request financing, checking our vehicle and parts inventory, to receiving personalized coupons and sales specials. Life is so much easier with the new AutoTrade app. Download the AutoTrade app
from the Play Store or App Store today. Call us at 255-6800. Auto Trade. It's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship.
You pick it, we slash it. Get ready. It's Black Friday at Ford's. This Friday, November 14th. It's our You Pick It, we slash it event. Tip for your discount on top of our already discounted prices. Or a chance to win your purchase free. You Pick It, we slash it. It's that simple. Only this Friday, November 14th at Ford's. Ford's, bringing value home this Black Friday.
Big news, Dominica! Do It Center is now even closer to you with the opening of Do It Center Express, conveniently located on Cork Street, right next to Fresh Market. Get all your home improvement essentials fast with everything from tools and paints to home decor and more. Plus, enjoy the same great service you know and trust. Now, just a quick stop in the city. Visit us today at Do It Center Express, your partner in home improvement, now closer than ever.
Cause I'm on my way.
KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good.
Cause I'm on my way.
And carry, and carry, and carry, cash and carry. Carry, we offer the finest selection of products that cater to your every need, from groceries to household essentials. Our shelves are stocked with quality items that are sure to impress. And guess what? We're not just great for wholesale, we're also your go-to place for all your food service needs. Located right opposite the Immigration Department on King George V Street in Roseau, we take pride in providing you with an unforgettable shopping experience. Our friendly staff is here to assist you in each and every step of the way. Ready to place an order or have a question? Call us at 316-0184 or 255-6823. And carry, cash and carry, and carry, cash and carry. We can't wait to see you.
This Christmas, Flow is making the season merrier when you add postpaid to internet. Unwrap a new smartphone for only $10. Plus, we're giving you 35% off your mobile bill. And win even more goodies with our Spin the Wheel Christmas promotion. This Christmas, the rewards are on us. Add postpaid to your internet plan today in store or visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Flow, we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
The next few minutes, our friends from Belfast. In the meantime, I know you love your Christmas season, don't you? Can't wait for the ham and the turkey and all the gifts. So at this time, keep wishing and say, all I want for Christmas is what? The Christmas lovers, this one for you this morning before we join our friends there at Belfast. We are into the season, boy.
I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want to hold my own. All that you could ever know. Make my wish come true.
It's Q95, right? I'm sure Belfast will have some packages there for the Christmas, huh? Stay tuned and more. Is it your favorite time of the year? All I want for Christmas is Q95. That is your Christmas station, huh? Belfast in 30 coming up.
Quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Topper Snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
Drink responsibly.
There's Smooth.
And then there's Guinness Smooth.
It's a brand new cool.
Incredibly smooth.
Perfectly balanced.
For a smooth and refreshing taste.
So how smooth? Well smooth. Guinness Smooth.
For a smooth and refreshing taste. New Guinness Smooth. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. Socialize responsibly.
Locally distributed by Belfast Estate Limited.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. I don't know if it's sad they sent you. Cause where did you come from? Where did you come from, baby? I don't know if it's sad they sent you. Cause where did you come from? Where did you come from, baby? Where did you? Where did you come from, baby?
It's time for Belfast in 30. The action is here. The weekend is here. Let's say good morning to the young lady this morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Trying my very best. What's going on with Kubli Belfast this morning?
So welcome back to another episode of Belfast in 30. This is the only show where we sip, we lime, and we bring the vibe straight from Belfast Estate. Today we are taking Belfast energy outside and we're bringing it straight to Esmat Yard. Yes, we have a whole happy hour running from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. So we have our Kubli draft beer, 5 for 20. You know you cannot beat that. So make sure you pass through, link your crew, and catch the vibes. You know Esmat Yard is always nice. Now listen, I have news who is back and is looking fresher than ever with the same great taste. We got red, rose, and white back on our shelves, and we know all the woo lovers were waiting patiently. So keep your eyes open. We'll be doing woo sampling throughout this month and next month, so you'll definitely get a taste of that. But hold on, we'll be taking a quick break. Don't move, don't blink. We're coming right back.
Where did you come from? Hey, Shelly, watch out, boy. I'm coming for you. Signal band.
No, it's not for money. Cause when I didn't have it, you still love me. When I didn't have it, you still love me. So my answer must be you did. Friends behind my back saying, oh, you are me stupid. I didn't know that love could do this. Now you have me in my feelings. I don't know if it's sad you. Cause where did you come from? Where did you come from, baby? I don't know if it's
Then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums, Belfast Estate Limited. Over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubli Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course the Sunblast juices, Toppers snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
Drink responsibly.
They're smooth.
Cause where did you come from? Where did you come
Back to our folks from, of course, Belfast this morning. The action this weekend. Back to you.
Tis the season for Sorrel, the official holiday Caribbean flavor. Your
Mhm.
favorite pineal sorrel is back. Same great taste you already love, conveniently packaged to grab and go for all your Christmas lines. And if sorrel is not your thing, don't worry. All our pineal, other pineal juices is fully stocked and ready for you. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts of the show, a new part of the show, Belfast Rums and Recipe. This is where I bless all food lovers with a recipe you can elevate using one of our premium rums distributed by Belfast Estate. And since Christmas is coming, we'll be giving you a recipe that perfectly goes with the season. Today in Spotlight, we have the smooth, creamy, absolutely irresistible Eldorado rum cream, and we're folding it into a sweet, warm, and perfect holiday treat. Cinnamon rolls with Eldorado rum cream frosting. Yes, your kitchen is about to smell heavenly. So I'm gonna give you the ingredients. So get a pen, get a paper, and start to write it down. So for the dough, we have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, half a cup of warm water, half a cup of warm milk, 3 tablespoons of softened butter, and 1 large egg. And you can get all your ingredients from Esmat. And then we have 3 tablespoons
And
of
can you repeat that? It's a little quick there. Especially those who want to get involved. Take your time. Let me hear again.
So we have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour,
Okay.
1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of instant yeast, half a cup of warm water, 1/4 cup of warm milk, and 3 tablespoons of softened butter, and 1 large egg.
Probably there for you.
And for the filling, we have 3 tablespoons of softened butter, half a cup of brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And for the rum cream frosting, we have 4 ounces of cream cheese softened, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, 1 cup of powdered sugar, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of Eldorado rum cream with half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I'm going to give you the directions on how to make the cinnamon rolls and how to make it come together.
Okay.
So to make the dough, in a mixing bowl, add the flour, sugar, salt, and yeast. Stir in the warm milk, warm water, egg, and softened butter, and knead until the dough is soft. Cover for 1 hour and let it rest until it doubles in size. So for the filling, mix in the brown sugar and cinnamon all together. This is how easy it is because we almost finished making the rolls. And then roll the dough into a rectangle. Spread the softened butter across it. Sprinkle the cinnamon sugar mixture evenly and roll it up tightly and cut into spirals. Then we bake. Place the rolls in a grease baked dish in an oven for 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes until golden. And make the rum cream frosting. Beat the cream cheese and butter until smooth. Add powdered sugar, vanilla, and your Eldorado rum cream, starting with 2 tablespoons, or if you like it a little bit stronger, you can add more. Blend it until silk and drizzle it over your warm rolls. And just like that, a holiday treat with a Belfast twist. Don't forget to pass in the Esmat yard today from 1 to 8 p.m. for happy hour and scoop up your woo wines and stock up on your pineal sorrel. Stick with us. Belfast always brings the vibes, the flavor, and fun. And we'll be right back after this with our bar shoutouts.
could be just me? Carnival, I will never leave you lonely.
be number one all over. Number one. Make ready in Dominica. Right here. BBB nice. BBB nice. BBB nice. BBB nice. BBB nice. When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? BBB style. BBB nice. BBB style. BBB nice. BBB style. BBB nice. BBB style. BBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum.
BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate. Drink
You know quality, then you must know
Ladies
the
and
manufacturers of
gentlemen,
Dominica's
the
finest
moment
rums.
you've been waiting for has arrived. It's now time to prepare your mind and your body for explosive.
Dominica, we're into that season now.
Welcome to tonight's entertainment.
Now for the shout outs. The bar supporting Belfast. The brands flowing week after week. The Jaw Drop Hotspot Mahor, Brigadis Bar, Paybush, MP Shop Massac, Man's Bar, Woodbridge Bay, Davos Bar, Roseau, Rose on the Highway Bar, Pottersville, One Port Container Bar, Roseau, Davos Bar, Massac, Brands Bar, San Sofer. Again, as we drive through the many communities, look out for the bars that keep supporting Belfast, the Belfast brand, flowing week after week. Jaw Drop Hotspot Maho, Brigadis Bar, Paybush, MP Shop Massac, Man's Bar, Woodbridge Bay, Davos Bar, Roseau, Rose on the Highway Bar, Pottersville, One Port Container Bar, Roseau, Davos Bar, Massac, and Brands Bar, San Sofer. We're almost here. We're going to wrap to this morning's program. Any final thoughts?
Just to come out and link us outside Esmat Yard from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. 5 for 20. You cannot find that deal anywhere else. To come out and support with your friends after work, during your lunch break. Just come out and support us.
I hope you'll be there.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is it for us there, Belfast in 30. Same time next week. Next here, Creole Handbag.
Bring your cooler, breakfast for your chest. For your chest, if you number one all over. Number one, make ready in Dominica. Right here, BBB nice, BBB nice, BBB nice, BBB nice, BBB nice. When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? BBB style. BBB nice. BBB nice.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost slipping at your nose. Tarkowski and somebody quiet.
Keeping you in that mood as we get ready for Creole Handbag.
A turkey and some mistletoe.
Mighty Sparrow.
Make the season bright.
Let's make this season bright, huh?
We've been nights all aglow and find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa Claus is on his way. He's bringing lots of toys for them to play. And every mother's child is mother's body to see it bring everything home. And so I'm offering this simple thing. It's from 1 to 92. Although expensive, many times, many ways. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
Somebody's asking me an impossible question. Do you know the DLP is sharing ham and turkey this year? Do I look like a member of the executive? Well, I hope you get one. If they share that, okay? I'll put your name on the list, okay? In the Vegas constituency.
Making spirits bright. Oh, what fun to laugh and hear sleigh song tonight. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Christmas caroling, now we go. Christmas.
Go a bit.
Good morning, Matt. You know if those pal reps giving any ham for Christmas, ham and turkey for Christmas, Matt? Let me know. Maybe Erwin gonna send down some because they say it's supporters that sending the ham and senators. I say senators, pal reps. Just put their money together to buy ham to give to their supporters. So, Matt, we getting any ham for Christmas, Matt?
Check your partner Erwin, man. Check your partner Erwin.
Bells are ringing, caroling, caroling, up and down. Christmas bells are ringing. Mark ye well the songs we sing. Glad the tidings we all bring. Ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing.
This is Caribbean.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
The official opening of the Oasis Hotel there on the Lale Coco Strip. The new hotel will be opened officially today from 4:30. We'll be back at 1 o'clock. Of course, we'll be talking some of the issues that were raised there at the news conference yesterday. Stick around for Creole Heartbeat coming up. Hello on the telephone, yes?
Yes, Matt. Good morning, Matt. How are you?
I'm here.
Okay, well, Matt, I will answer yes. Everybody getting ham and turkey for the Christmas, okay?
Okay, my brother.
All right.
Have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve with
until the 1 o'clock hour. Talk on the block. I'll see you around.
the love light gleams. I hope for Christmas before my dreams. For there's no place like home for the holidays. For no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, all the holidays. You can't be home, sweet home. I met a man who lives in Port of Spain, and he was a heading for San Fernando and some homemade pumpkin pie. From San Fernando, folks are traveling up to Maracas Bay for sure, to a lovely moonlight picnic. Gee, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. For no matter how far away you roam, if you really want to be happy in a million ways, all the holidays, you can't beat home, sweet home. All the holidays, you can't beat home, sweet home. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe. She didn't see